was kind of lost. Like, oh my gosh, what am I going to do? I wanted to study ghosts my whole life. I didn't want to do anything inside the box. I was really lost. I was afraid that if I got a regular job, I wouldn't be able to stick to it, nothing would catch my interest enough. I didn't even know at that time that you really could. That was a pipe dream. I never, ever dreamed of being an actress in real life. I never wanted to move far outside of a small town. And it sounded, just unbelievable to somebody growing up in that area that I could become an actress for real. Well, in the business, we say, hi, I'm Trisha Rae Stahl. I'm 5'6" and I'm from Los Angeles. I went to Loyalsock Township High School, graduated in 1991. My favorite subject was always English. It was always English. I love to read. So the kids in my high school class would tease me. I was always a very dramatic person. So when I would read out loud, I'd be like, and then the door slammed. And Janet said, don't you even try it, Sam. And Sam said, and over the kids, I think we might get a little over annoyed because I'd be so dramatic, but that's how I stayed entertained. Maybe some people were entertained by it, some people annoyed, who knows? But I lived out in the country on Northway Road. So that area has always been home to me, out in the country right there. So we grew up and the woods were my homes. I love to do plays and I really would get into them. So my, Mr. Schellenberger, my choir teacher and the person who directed the musicals, and Mr. Moffat, my English teacher and the person who at the time was directing the straight plays, pulled me aside together and told me that they thought I should go to school for acting, that someone was going to take me under their wing and that I had what it took to be successful in that field. And they really believed in me. And I wanted the roles that I wanted. And I didn't want to go out and to a big city and have to go to audition. It just seemed scary and overwhelming. I just wanted to do plays and love life, I know now because one of my acting coaches, who was the best acting coach in the world, but nobody's perfect. And she gave me a piece of imperfect advice, which is don't go to LA, go to New York. You're not what they're looking for in Hollywood. Very much not true. Very much not true. Everybody who's beautiful comes here, and there's just too many people who think they're the most beautiful, and you really got to have something besides that, unless you're just really truly the hottest of the hot. With acting in general, you have what you call your frame of reference, which is everything you can pull from when you're creating characters. Anything you can do in life to expand your horizons and to increase your frame of reference is going to help you be able to build more diverse characters and understand what different people and different characters may have gone through to help you build that character. So, growing up in a different area, it's a huge benefit as an actress. That was an interesting learning thing, is that you want to look authentically where you're from, and you don't want to change yourself. You don't have to change yourself. If I walk into an audition for a homeless woman, I might be up against a real homeless woman, because there's homeless people out here who are trying to act. I was in the parking lot of the 99-cent store, and there was an older homeless guy with a very Western look. He had a cowboy hat, very gritty, looking like he'd been working on tractors all day or something, but that was how he looked. And he lived on the streets, and he told me he does extra work all the time, that's how he survives, by doing extra work. He only goes in for those old dusty cowboy parts, and he doesn't do nothing but roll off the street and go in. The more authentic, the better. What you want to do is, number one, take advantage of all opportunities in your area, no matter how small. If you can be on the radio because your uncle owns a car dealership, if you can be in a school play, anything you can get involved with, always look for local opportunities. Also, whatever you're interested in, special activities. If you're interested in dance, ballet, if you're great at swimming, if you're good at lacrosse, if you're good at golf, develop your special skills. Every single thing you can do might get you a job. We grew up thinking that this was all not even real, that this was something on TV so far away, so unattainable, so different. Don't believe that just because you're in a small town, it can't happen.
Thank you, dear.
There you go.
Oh, check out these red potatoes. They are awesome.
I'm telling jokes. Come on, tell them about your dog.
Beautiful.
My greatest breakthrough is being a husband again. That's why I chose UPMC.